And it all comes back to this, the God of second chances, saying, I know you've messed up. Come follow me again. And to every person who feels unusable by God, Peter should be your hero. Because it's in Peter's life that Jesus restores him back to his calling, back to community, back to Christ, and back to calling. After each question, Peter, do you love me? Is the answer, then feed my sheep. What he's saying is this. I need you to hear this. I need you to kind of read between the lines, contextualize it for yourself. What he's saying is this to every single one of us. If you love me, do what I've called you to do. If you love me, do what I've called you to do. This is emancipating greatness, guys. This is the God who wants to so heal us and so restore us that we actually become who he's called us to be, and we go and do what he's called us to do. And Jesus tells Peter, and I love this, he says, Peter, you may have failed, but you're not a failure. You may, come on somebody, you may have failed, but you're not a failure. Jesus can actually take the places that you failed, and when you follow him with those places that you failed, trusting that you actually are who he said that you are and you can do what he said that you can do, when you actually follow him with that failure, then Jesus can take that failure and actually turn it into a platform for ministry. Right? Come on. If you can make it through marriage mess, then God can then take that, redeem that, restore you back to the place of calling, and send you back into other broken marriages to bring hope. If you've made it through the mess of addiction, then God can actually take you, restore you to community, back to Christ, and then back to a calling to turn around and then help other people caught in that trap. Jesus took Peter, who was afraid of saying Jesus' name, and he made him the boldest person in the early church. What is he doing? I know he did that for me. I used to be afraid to talk about Jesus. Better be careful what you say you'll never do. Because Jesus loves taking the broken pieces, putting them back together, and restoring us back to our calling. And this is why the devil wants to condemn you and get you to give up. Because he knows that if Jesus restores you, then Jesus will take what the enemy meant for evil and he will work it together for your good and the good of those who love God and are called according to his purpose. That Jesus can take your test and turn it into your testimony. That Jesus can take your mess and turn it into your mission field. And Jesus can take your catastrophe and turn it into his victory.